So Brian Romero with a tremendous win, and the next fight, Rolando Roguez of Casanova's boxing team won by walkover. His opponent, Steve Cardenas of Georgia's from Colorado, not able to show up, and Roguez wins by walkover. And now we get into some more featured action. Herbert Diaz of Casanovas against Juan Zeyeda.
Representing the Casanova Boxing Club, HERBERT DIAZ.
So we are just about ready to get underway now with this featured bout, the 165-pound open class division. These are the good boys, the big boys, open class boxing here. Herbert Diaz out of Casanova's Boxing Club in Albuquerque, taking on Juan Zeyeda of Georgia's independent fighter out of Georgia's in Ignacio, Colorado. Right now the two touch him up and we are underway here. Herbert Diaz, the man in the blue trunks, and his opponent, Juan Zeyeda, in the gray trunks. Herbert Diaz is a smooth boxer. We saw him in action against, in our last show. Herbert Diaz fighting for Casanova's Boxing Club out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. You can see both men are right-handers, and you can see that Juan Zeyeda is trying to be the boxer here. Tries to move in on Diaz, but Diaz kind of catches him coming in. Zeyeda a little bit wild here. Herbert Diaz just staying calm, looking for the counter-punch shot. They have these guys listed at the 168-pound weight limit. Oh, and there is a, let's see how the referee's going to rule that. And this one is ruled as a knockdown. The referee is counting, so he needs to get up here. That was a knockdown score by Herbert Diaz. So Herbert Diaz showing that he has good power here, gets to his opponent Juan Zeyeda. There's a good right hand now from Diaz. And Zeyeda trying to box his way out, moving to his left. And Herbert Diaz now smelling blood in the water, goes on the attack here. And the bell rings to end the first round here in this open class division bout. So we look into the corner now of Herbert Diaz. That's his trainer, his coach, Jorge Casanova there with his back to you, working on his fighter, Herbert Diaz. Good opening round for Herbert Diaz. And now we look into the corner of the other man. That's Juan Zeyeda out of Georgia's in Colorado. Juan was trying to box, but just didn't look like he really knew in his mind what he wanted to do. Kind of going in and out, but getting caught. And I think that opening round definitely has to go to Herbie Diaz. There you're looking at a good little boxer himself. That's Chris Anaya, sitting with us here at ringside. So we're just about ready to get underway now with round two. Amateur boxing coming to you from the Jack Candelaria Community Center in Albuquerque, New Mexico. This is open class boxing. Herbert Diaz in the blue trunks, Juan Zeyeda in the gray trunks. And Zeyeda is constantly moving to his left. Now Herbert Diaz going to work, opening up here. Lands a good right hand. And you can see Zeyeda just trying to figure a way to get to this guy. Herbert Diaz just a little bit too strong so far. There's a good left hand now from Diaz. And there's a right hand from Diaz. And he goes back to the body with the right hand. And now Herbert Diaz opening up on this guy, scoring heavily on him. And Zeyeda just kind of ties him up, trying to stop the attack. And the referee giving him a warning for the holding. Again, the two men exchange a jab here. Herbert Diaz now looks like he's on the seek and destroy mode. He's kind of moving forward, looking to attack this guy. Zeyeda now trying to just box and move, but he keeps getting tagged by Herbert Diaz. And again, Diaz digging to the body as Zeyeda's continuing to hold him. 1 point now will be taken from Zeyeda for the holding. He was warned several times, and the referee says, time to take a point away. But this guy just doesn't know what to do to get away from the attack of Herbert Diaz. Diaz looks like a very strong boxer, man. He's really hurting this guy easily. Not expending a lot of energy chasing him. He's just kind of walking him down. And when he gets close enough, boom, he lets it fly. He's been scoring to the head and body. And you can see Juan Zeyeda there trying to leap in, leaving himself open to the counter. And there's Diaz going over the top of the jab with the right hand. And again, Diaz with the right hand. And Zeyeda says, I'm getting out of here. He's just continuing to back up and move to his left. And so far, this bout has been all Herbert Diaz out of Casanovas. The end of round 2, 1 more to go, and I don't know what Zeyeda's going to do to win this fight. He is definitely being overpowered by Herbert Diaz to this point. He's tried to mix it up with him. He's tried to box, stick, and move, and nothing works for him. And it looks like the corner has called this one. Yeah, I think Zeyeda's had enough. I think he's going to call it quits. And he was just overmatched this time. Herbert Diaz out of Casanovas looking sharp tonight, totally in command. And let's make it official now.
Our referee, Charles, will be Charles Anaya, the referee. He's going to be boxing in Long Beach, California, or USA. He will be going against Brandon Mitchell. He's Olympic ultimate 13-0. Tuesday night. This coming Tuesday, you'll be up there, you're going to get your clothes out of it.
Long Beach, Jeremy Williams, the main event.
No, you'll come out. If you have the cuts that your brother had, you'll make it. Okay, the winner of bout number 6 in the blue corner. Mr. Diaz.
Hey, he went